Hello, my name is Cici and I am a reseller on Poshmark, and today I'm gonna do a what sold video, and the time frame for this will be March 22nd until the end of March, so basically the 22nd to the 31st. And March was a weird month in my closet, besides sales being, not quite where I wanted them to be, but better than February. I had a few just weird things happen, so I'd love to share with you what I sold, and at the end of the video I'll go over what the total for the entire month was. But let's look at the sales. So we're starting here with March 22nd. So the first item that sold was a universal thread dress that I had gotten at the Savannah Goodwill outlet. It was posted on March 16th, sold on March 22nd. I had it listed at $20 because it was a nice cotton white sundress that would wear really well for summer. And someone purchased it outright, netting me $16. And as in previous videos, we're gonna assume that my cost of goods is about $1.75 a piece at the Goodwill outlet. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. When I just went on April 2nd, my cost of goods came out to $1.59 on average a piece. So it does vary, but let's just call it $1.75. So from there you can kind of gauge, after I say what my net was, you're going to also take $1.75 off of that in your mind. The exception to that would be, of course, if I got something at a regular thrift store, but I pretty much try to stick to the bins because that's what's cost effective for me right now. This next item I actually had gotten at the Goodwill for myself some time ago. I believe I got it in fall of 2023, and I held on to it. I intended to carry it. It was a legacy coach. It was a black leather one. It did have some wear. There was some scratches, like key marks, or just the general wear that leather will get after some time. I paid $9.99 plus tax for it. I had it listed at $75. Someone offered me $60. I accepted for a net earnings of $48, so I made about $38 on that bag. I had just posted it on March 22nd, so it sold on March 23rd. It sold the next day. Then the next item that sold, the buyer reached out to me and asked me to cancel. Unfortunate, because it was a pair of Doc Martens. They were beautiful red, just the regular kind of jump boots. They were good brick red leather. She said she was looking at another pair and she purchased the wrong one. I am not in the business of forcing anyone to buy anything, so I asked her to reach out to Poshmark to get it canceled because I don't like canceling sales. She did, and they told her to contact me and that I could cancel the sale. So I invited them into the conversation. I said, well, wait a minute, I don't like to cancel sales because it affects me in the algorithm, and I feel like every time I cancel a sale, my closet comes to a screeching halt. So she said, no, that's not really the case, and blah, blah, blah. So I ended up canceling it just because I didn't want to leave that buyer's money hung up in limbo. But it pissed me off because after that, my closet did come to a grinding halt. And that was a good sale. And she bought it by accident. That's fine. I mean, I've never reached out to anyone and asked them to cancel a sale. I basically buy things outright. And if I'm not sure, I won't buy it. So that kind of sucks when people do that because it does put us in a hard place. But the real solution lies with Poshmark, and what they need to do is put a reason under their cancellation reasons that a buyer requested a cancellation, so that way it would probably affect us less in the algorithm if they knew we weren't canceling it for our own mistake. So Poshmark, if you're listening, will you please consider that? It would really help a lot. Okay, moving right along. The next sale was a Spirit Originals. It was a vintage puffer jacket. So it was a puffer jacket without much puff. It like had the puff stitching, but there wasn't a lot of puff in between the puff stitching. So I noted that in the posting, but it was a bright melon. It was vintage. It looked just like a ski or a travel coat. Totally foldable, packable, easy to bring along. But that had been posted in January of 23. I got it at the bins. I had it listed at $20, and this purchaser just bought it outright. So yeah, I netted $16 on that item. These I got really recently, and I priced them too low. So they were in a recent bins haul. They were a pair of Bourne Oxfords. They were just real sharp. I think I did price them a little lower because they were size 6.5, and I find women's shoes under size 7 just tend to sell really slow, especially if they're a 5. But these were nice. They were beautiful Oxfords in good shape, and I got them at the bins, so not a huge cost investment there. But I had them listed at $25. She liked them. And I really didn't even want to send an offer because I had them priced so low, but I did. I offered her $22 and discounted shipping, netting me $15.58. And then, so this sack roots, I will pop up on the screen if I did not get this at the bins. I'm pretty sure I got it at the bins, so I always pick up sack roots. They always sell. They're good, like canvas kind of boho shoulder cross. They're typically cross body bags. So this one was a nice blue and white crossbody and also had 2 short handles at the top it could be carried by. So I think I had it listed at $30, got a liker, offered her $25 with discounted shipping, netting me $17.98. This H&M skirt, I thought it was a real looker. I thought this was a real nice skirt. It was tweed, and it was multicolored tweed with like metallic flecks throughout, and it was just a fitted pencil skirt with a little overlap accent at the front, and it was only size 6, so I think that might be part of why it took a while to sell, but I posted that on June 16th of 2022. I had it listed at 10 just because it was H&M. I think at some point I had it listed at 15. So someone liked it, and it had been posted so long, I offered them 8 with discounted shipping, netting me $3.03. So I probably, after cost of goods, made like $1 on that skirt. This bra was actually a personal bra. I decided I didn't want it anymore, so I sold it. I know some people aren't down with selling and buying bras. I sell used bras that I find at the bins. I mean, I wash them. I sell my own personal bras if I decide to get rid of them. And I've purchased bras before on Poshmark secondhand. I'll wash them naturally, but I don't think, I mean, the chest isn't like other areas of the body where, like, I won't buy used socks or undergarments. But anywho, so this was a personal item. It sold, I had it posted at 10. Someone liked it. I offered them 9 with discounted shipping, netting me $3.07, which was all profit. Then this Lily Pulitzer Parigi Maxi, and I think it was, the print was called the Home Slice Black Onyx. It was the Parigi Maxi dress is a desirable Lily Pulitzer item. They sell well. It's a nice kind of, the sleeve is, it's like a kimono style sleeve, and then you've got the upper with a banded waist, and it's a long flowy maxi, real fun to wear. I wore that dress. I'll put it up here. I actually purchased that on Poshmark probably in 2021 or 2022. I've worn it a handful of times out, and I've worn it around the house a lot. It's good just to lounge around the house in the winter. Like, I like to walk around the house in maxi dresses. So anyway, I had tired of that one, and it had some wash wear, so I didn't price it terribly high. They can go for over $100. I have this one priced, I believe, at $85. It had gotten quite a few likers. Like right now, I think it still has 13 likers, but I offered her 70 with discounted shipping, netting me $53.02. If I remember right, I probably didn't pay, I don't think I paid much more than $35 or something for that. That coffee is really good. The next item I hadn't had posted that long. I had got this at the Savannah Goodwill outlet just a bit ago. I posted it on January 7th of this year. It was a Charter Club boiled wool kind of ruffle trim blazer or sweater. I had it listed at 20. Someone purchased it outright, netting me 16. These shoes I thought were very cute. They didn't get much attention. I posted them on December 2nd of 2023. I got them at the bins, and they were in great shape. They were a calf hair fur, and they had rhinestone studding all around the edging, like rhinestone trim. I feel weird. I can't really look at what I'm looking at here on my phone to talk about my sales and look at the camera at the same time, so hopefully that's not bothersome, but that with the what sold videos, it's pretty much the only way I can do it. So they were called, the style name was the Ruby, and it's, yeah, calf fur studded ballet flat. Size 9.5, which is kind of an odd size. I feel like a lot of people wear 9 and enough people wear 10, but 9.5 is kind of in between, so maybe that's why it took I guess a little over 3 months to sell. But they sold I had them listed at 25. I made an offer for 20 with discounted shipping, netting me $13.02. Then my next sale was a Stony Clover times Target collab. It was a yellow and white kind of jumpsuit, but it was really wide-legged and it had just straps. It kind of actually reminded me of a clown jumper in a way, with the striping and the relaxed fit. But it was new with tags. I had gotten it down at a regular thrift store down in Brunswick, Georgia back in May of 2023. It'd gotten several likes. I'd reposted it multiple times and it finally sold. I took the price point down over the past year. I think I had it listed at 20. I offered someone 15 with discounted shipping because I wanted it gone, netting me $9.98, and I paid $3 for that item. So yeah, this was just a simple men's J. Crew Performance untucked shirt. It was a sage green and white plaid, size extra large, so it was a good size. I had it listed at 15. I got it at the bin. Someone purchased it outright, netting me $12. My next sale was a pair of wireframe lilac or lavender purple eyeglasses by Revlon. They were 2.75 strength readers. I got them approximately 50 cents a pair of eyeglasses in a large eyeglass batch from shopgoodwill.com. And I've been slowly posting those bit by bit. I do okay with readers. They sell. Like, they always end up selling. So I like, if they're in good shape, like even with a few scratches, they'll still sell. So if they're cute and they can be obtained for a low enough cost of goods, I'll definitely get them. What's important though is to have the strength on them as well as the brand, because otherwise it's kind of, someone's going to have to blindly take them in. Whereas if you know the strength, at least someone can buy, at least with readers. I know it's a little different with prescription glasses, but I do like to pick them up. My next sale was a great bundle, and it probably was one of my biggest sales of the month, if not the biggest. So this is a 4-item bundle. Nice items she chose. She liked them all, and I put them into a bundle, and I offered her $145 for the bundle with free shipping. So what was in this bundle was a very recently acquired piece. It was the brand was Fate, and it was a beautiful pink belted dress. Depending on your height, it would have been midi or midi, but it was really soft, really cute. I got that at the bins recently. Posted on the 16th. This I posted on this was posted on 3/23. The date of this bundle was 3/25. But this was a beautiful cashmere and silk pashmina that I got at the regular Goodwill for $2 or $3. I think it was $3.23 actually. And then these Lanvin Paris I had gotten back at the Salvation Army in December for $3. And I thought they were men's, and I had to do a lot of research. But Lanvin Paris is actually a really good brand. It may take a while to sell, but you can get a good price for it. And then the last item in this bundle was a pair of black leather pointy toe Oxfords by Acne Studios. It was the Martha. And it gotten a lot of attention. I'd reposted it. I got this in a thread up luxury box, and I purchased one. I would never do it again. I think I've just made my money back with this. I haven't made much of a profit on it. If I have time, I'll research that and let you guys know. But I did a thrift, or I did a haul, or I did a thread up unboxing video, and I was kind of excited because at the time the items seemed good, but yeah, it wasn't worth it. It definitely wasn't worth it. I will not do it again. I know some people do it again and get a good box, but the unknown is just, I'm not into that. So, but yeah, that was a great bundle, netting me $108 less the approximately $33-ish that I spent on, $34, I guess. And then these Doc Martens were in a recent thrift haul, and I got them at the Goodwill outlet. I posted them on the 19th of March. They sold on the 25th. I listed them at $20 because they were pretty heavily flawed. One of the zippers didn't work. The other zipper would stick. Both shoes needed new shoelaces, and there was lots of wear to the toe box on each of them. So I just posted them at $20. They got a lot of likes, but no takers. And because the price point, even though they were damaged, because they were Doc Martens and the price point was already so low, I just let them sit. And I was like, well, someone's going to come along and buy them for 20, which somebody did, netting me 16. And that was a pretty quick and easy sale. I mean, I didn't have to repair them. All I had to do was photograph them. So these were Levi Strauss shorts with rhinestone pockets. They were size 6, so I guess that's maybe why they took so long to move, but I originally posted them in March of 2023. They finally ended up selling on March 25th of this year. I got them at the bins. I had them listed for 20, so I offered her 17. Or no, she sent an offer for 17, just flat, no shipping discount involved. So I earned $13.60 on those, so not bad. This was another recently obtained item. It was Gitano, which is a very 80s brand. I remember that, or 90s from when I was quite a bit younger. They sold it, I believe it was a Target brand. They sold it at Target, but it was one of their trendy brands. I posted on the 20th. It sold on the 25th. But it was just an oversized, like standing collar, grunge, Y2K, oversized unisex jacket. I actually had to wash it a few times because it had a little bit of a scent from the bins, but by the time I put it in the washer, I washed it, I still wasn't pleased with the smell, so then I let it soak in the washing machine overnight in special detergent, and that did the job. So I had that posted at 50. Someone liked it. I offered 45 with discounted shipping, which netted me 33. It was a good sale. This MacDougall gown, I wore this in a thrift haul video from, I don't know, it was probably January maybe. I got the MacDougall on Whatnot. Everybody and their mom was selling them on Whatnot, on Poshmark, on eBay. MacDougall had done a huge liquidation and everybody and their mom had these dresses. A lot of people had them priced up. I went to a seller on Whatnot that didn't quite maybe disclose the amount of flaw that the dress had, but that's all good. I just paid $40 for it. I wore it in a video. I talked about it. And then I saw it sitting in my house and it was huge and beaded and heavy and I felt like it was going to break the hanger. I'm like, I'm never going to wear this dress again. So I posted it for sale for I think $50 because it had 2 holes to the lace in the back. She got the dress and she opened a case and she said there's way more holes in this dress than were revealed. There's one on the arm and one on the other arm. And I'm certain that she's telling the truth. And I probably overlooked those. I can offer you a discount, or Poshmark, if the buyer doesn't want a discount, please approve the return. And then Poshmark emailed me and they're like, well, you have to send the discount offer to the buyer, which I'd never done before. So they gave me little instructions on how to do that. So I did that. I offered it to her for 20. She accepted. So yeah, I just made $20 on that dress and that's okay. I mean, I didn't buy it to source. I bought it to wear myself and then I decided against it and it was pretty flawed. So this was a beautiful vintage peignoir and negligee matching set. Just gorgeous. Good vintage size large. It photographed well. I had it listed at 50 and someone purchased it outright for 50, netting me 40. And that had just been posted on March 16th and it sold on March 26th. It had gotten a handful of likes. I think I was sending offers for 45. This Spartina, it was an iPad tablet cover. That sold for 16. I had it listed at 20. I sent an offer when someone liked it. I had purchased that just in December at the Salvation Army, so it's been posted since 12/21, so about 3 months. I netted $9.82. I think I paid $3 for that at Salvation Army. These were at the bins. I picked them up thinking they were women's shoes. They're Steve Madden. They were a gladiator sandal, but they were girls size 3. So when I got them home, I was disappointed to see that, but I posted them anyway at $10. And someone liked them. They had a handful of likes. I offered 9 with discounted shipping, netting me $403. Then these were fun. I got these back. They were in a thrift haul video in December. I thought these were really attractive. The brand was Javi, and they were a coated, sort of jelly coated ballet flat, bendable, packable, really cute, bright spring colors. They ended up going to someone in New York, which I thought was totally appropriate because they were super cute and I think they'd just be so bright and fun to wear in the city, and it does rain there, so. But I had those listed at $20, and someone just purchased them outright, netting me $16. And this was a great purse bundle because this green purse had been posted since April 20th of 2022. I purchased it at a regular Goodwill for either, I think it was $5.99. And when I got it home, I realized the closure flap on the front had some scratching. So even though it was new with tag, it didn't have as much value as I thought it would. So it sat all these years. I recently took new pictures of it, which I think helped quite a bit. And then I really got this Jessica Simpson purse pretty recently. It was in a bins haul, just posted on March 10th. So I had those pieces each posted individually at $15. She had also liked a dress, and then she sent me a note, and she's like, I don't think the dress is going to work, but what's your best offer for the two purses? So I offered her $20 with discounted shipping, netting me $13.98. I ended up earning like maybe $3 on each of those bags, which is okay. I mean, the Jessica Simpson one had some flaws. They both had flaws, so I'm okay with that. I need to get better at checking for flaws. There's days that I do it really well and catch flaws, and there's days that I just am kind of in a rush and I don't do such a great job. These Clark's Artisan Peep Toe linen canvas style slip-on peep toe kind of slingbacks. They had a little peeling at the lining on the interior of the shoe, so I priced them at $15. Someone purchased them outright, netting me $12. I had just posted those on March 10th. They were gotten at the bins in the same month, last month, March. This was also a great bins pickup. Tommy Hilfiger, some total Y2K styled black leather chunky boots with a lot of brand detail. These were nice. They were nicely made. They've been delivered. She hasn't accepted them yet because this sale was actually on March 30th. I think I had a whole day that I didn't have any sales because I've already got up to March 30th. March was a weird month. It was weird. It was hard. I had cases opened. I had orders canceled, but I had them listed at $90. I offered someone $75 with discounted shipping, netting me $57.98, and I paid $2 at most for those. So a really great sale. And they had just been posted on March 18th, and in the short amount of time that they'd been posted, they actually got a decent amount of attention. This Tory Burch dust bag I've sold before. I got this at the bins. I just posted it on the 18th of March. I think I got it at the bins back in December or November of last year, but the dust bag is hard to steam, so I had just put it off posting it because I didn't want to steam it. But it didn't take long to sell after I posted it. I had it listed, I think at $15. Someone offered me $10. I accepted for a net of $7.05. This dress has been posted since August of 2023. Urban Outfitters, it's size small. I think if it were a larger size, Urban Outfitters typically does well for me. I do have one shirt that has been sitting there forever. I thought it was cute, but I don't know, apparently not. But this dress was a maxi dress. It was the Annabelle ruffle dress. It's just cream with kind of a dainty floral print and a peephole at the upper chest area. And it photographed well, but it took a while to sell, I think, because of the sizing, and I'd experimented with different price points and posting. I had it listed, I believe, at either 25 or 30. Someone offered me 20. I accepted. That netted me 16. And again, that was a bins item. So this pair of shoes I talked about, I think it was in my last What Sold video because someone purchased them and then they asked me to cancel. And I went into the whole thing with her, and she reached out to Poshmark, and Poshmark canceled it. And I was walking out the door with them, so they were already packaged up. So when she requested I cancel them, I didn't ship them, but I kept them in the box because I'd already done my tissue or my butcher paper wrapping and my thank you sticker. So I'm like, I'm just gonna put these back in storage, but already packaged up and ready to go. So someone came and offered me $12 for them. I think when I initially sold them, it might have been for $15. Turns out it was that same buyer that canceled them. I didn't realize that until I was printing the label for the sale. I'm like, wait a minute, that's the same. So whatever reason she canceled them, she changed her mind. They're a beautiful pair of flats. They were vegan, but they had a nice cap toe with a glossy finish. They had the elasticized kind of stretch opening, so sort of easy to wear. They were size 8.5, a great size. But she offered me 12. I accepted, netting me $9.05. It was a bins item. She's accepted them today on August 3rd or April 3rd and gave me 5 stars. So yeah, she left, she came back. And I'll be honest, there's been times in the past where there's been more than one time, I don't do it anymore, but when someone would cancel the order or cause any kind of extra work in my closet after I was finished with that transaction, I would just block them because I'd be like, okay, they're the kind of buyer that is just going to make more work than it's worth. But this one, not so. It turned out okay. She reached out to Posh for cancellation. They ended up canceling it. I reposted it, left it in its original or its box, and she ended up buying them anyway, like a week later. So funny, yeah. The item I got at the Minnesota bins, I paid less than $2 for it, and it was a super, really relaxed fit. I think it said one size on the tag, but I tried it on and I was just swimming in it, and I'm big enough. I'm not huge, but I'm big enough. And I end up taking measurements on it, and I posted it as size 26, but it was just a huge muumuu, flowy, relaxed fit, black floral caftan. It had some wash wear, but at 20, someone liked, I offered 15 and discounted shipping. So that I earned $9.02 on that. So about $7 true net. These I got at the bins somewhat recently. They're a pair of cloth fabric red heels with sort of studding and bejeweling accent at the vamp. They were size 7. I just posted them on February 7th of this year. I have them listed at 15. Someone purchased them outright and netting me 12. These shoes are the last sale for the month. These shoes were men's. I paid a little bit more than I should have. I got them at a regular Goodwill. I think I paid $7.99 for them. And then when I got them home, I realized they had a little bit more wear than I thought they would. But the brand was a vintage brand, Sun Steps. And they were a men's leather woven Huarache sandal. They were still nice. Size 8.5, which was a little bit of a smaller size. So someone liked them. I offered 16 with discounted shipping, netting me $9.82. So I probably only made like $3 on those shoes. So let's look at what I sold for the entire month of March. Okay, so my gross sales for March, this is just top level gross, what was made before shipping discounts or Posh's take or anything, was $2,629. And then if you want to take that down to net, my net after shipping discounts and Posh's 20% cut was $1,934.31. February was $1,771, so it was about a $150 increase. Let's do a little math here. So what did I say I earned? $1,934 divided by 31 days. That means I was netting about $62 a day. I really want to bare minimum net $100 a day. Today is April 3rd, and so far I've netted $227.83. So that's a little bit better, but it's still not, it's good enough, but yeah, no. It's not. It's not where I want to be. But Posh has changed up the game, so Hi, fair warning, if you just came for the sales, the rest of the video is about a Poshmark return, a few things I picked up at the Goodwill, and just general sales and Poshmark talk. I know a lot of people use Flip. I'm thinking of getting Flip, which is a cross lister, and getting some of my items on eBay, because several of the other videos video content I watch from other resellers, a lot of people are saying their Poshmark is dead and all the sales are on eBay, and I'm not even on eBay. So I just imagine even if I could make a fourth of what I make on Poshmark on eBay, that would be great. I've been kind of lazy in the way of cross listing. I don't want to do it. Maybe I could hire a virtual assistant to do it, because I still really don't want to do it. And Poshmark is trying to do so many things with Posh Ambassador 2 and live sales and, shipping discount, not shipping discount, parties, live parties. Like, it's a lot. They need to focus on what matters. I think Well, they are. They're focusing on what matters to them, which is fine. It's their business. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole and start complaining about Posh because I do make good money on the platform. It's I always say it affords me to not work at an office job, and office jobs are full of mean, icky office politic situations that I don't want any part of. So I am thankful for that because, yeah, that's not my jam. It's definitely not my jam. So I also had a case opened. I think I mentioned last month or last What Sold video. I had sold a red Coach bag. Well, she ended up opening a case. I'm trying to see if I can find that sale because it was from a previous week. I am so sorry my frog is back. What I believe is contributing to it is the fact that I have not drank. I haven't had a lot of water today. I've been drinking really heavily on the coffee. I think I had 2 bottles of water. I usually shoot for 4, and that helps with some of that. It's also very pollen-y, and I took a walk this morning. So, okay, so yeah, this Coach bag, I had sold it on March 19th. So it was in my last What Sold video. And I had gone into, in that video, how someone had purchased it and asked me to cancel before I shipped it because she thought it was fake. This buyer got it and thought it was fake. I got it at the Goodwill for $4.99. I did a crap ton of research on it. I don't know. Maybe it is fake. She's sent it back. It's at my P.O. box. I need to pick it up. But at this point, I'm just going to carry the bag myself. This was actually one that I purchased for myself. But because of the handle thing, I do like to wear fanny packs. I find if I have to hold on to something that's just tying up a hand, if I'm putting something over my shoulder, it's irritating me or sliding down. And even with crossbodies, which I'm pretty fond of, if I'm at the bins, they're in the way of me leaning over. And sometimes I'll lean up against the bins, and if the purse isn't secured a certain way, something can fall out. So backpacks are nice too. I'm actually on the lookout for a good... if you have a Vera Bradley mini backpack, I've sold 2 of those, and I carried both of them for a while before I sold them, and I miss them. I should have kept one, but yeah, she said it wasn't real. She has a bunch of Coaches for sale in her purse, in her Poshmark closet, so yeah, people were having trouble with the serial number because it started with an N. It was a vintage legacy bag. I believe I went to the Coach outlet store in Pooler, Georgia. I talked to someone there, and they said some of those with the N were promotional items at either Nordstrom or Macy's, Coach bags that were only sold there. So again, I'm just going to keep it. So I did go to the regular Goodwill today. Okay, so what I got today at the regular Goodwill, I spent $8.62 on these items, and they were good brand name items. So let's start first with the problematic item. This is a Longchamp bag, and it's monogrammed, but because the comps were so good, I picked it up anyway. So I don't know. It's in great shape. It's just a Longchamp nylon bag with leather trim. It's got the Real Deal brand tag on the inside. It's cute. It's nice. It has another snap here, so I don't know. I guess maybe you could roll the bag and close it for travel and snap it over again. Yeah, that's how that works. But yeah, I don't know if I want to even attempt to take out that monogramming. Like, I might post it, and if it doesn't sell, I'll just keep it myself because it's really cute. It's got leather trim and it's nylon. It was just $5 plus tax. And yeah, it's Longchamp, so it's really nice. They're great travel bags. I still need to do my experiment with that pink scarf. If you watched the previous video where I got a pink scarf at the bins, unbeknownst to me, it had monogramming, so I need to try to get that out. So I'll experiment with that first. If that goes well, I might try to get this out. Let's look at what this looks like from the inside, actually. People in their monogramming, what is that? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I should go talk to a seamstress. Maybe I should take it to a seamstress. This actually might be worth the cost of having a seamstress remove this. But anywho, I'm carrying on. This hat was $3. They did an announcement over the PA saying, we are rolling out a new cart to the floor. So, you know, all the people who care go over there. And there was nothing there. And me and this fellow were looking through. And I saw this hat, and just because I get hats, I picked it up on a whim. Because I thought, when I looked at it, I was like, oh, that looks like every other hat I have that's not selling. I don't need another tan straw hat. So the brand is Eric Javits. Yeah, look up the comps on those hats. They're amazing. So some of them go for, they were really going for 100, 120, 140. A few people had let them go for low ball amounts. And there's a few different styles, but what does that say? For packing, flip brim down. So it just has packing instructions, but it's basically a travel hat. $2.99 plus tax. And then here's the little, their brand emblem. So I think I will more than make my money, my $8.62 back, plus a very substantial actual profit. Like, I did good. I picked up great items for once. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I got. I want to work on getting those posted. I have a whole pile over on the other side here from my thrift haul yesterday. I just went to the Goodwill outlet yesterday, and I've only gotten 2 of those items posted. So yeah, I'm kind of enjoying the game. I got a little behind today. Just I got those 2 items posted because the rain was, it was rainy all day, so I barely got any sunlight. But yeah, that's what I had. Again, these what sold videos are really dry. Hopefully it's kind of helpful to you to see what's selling in my closet. I mean, $1,974 is nothing to scoff at, but I also spend a lot of time making that money, and I work really hard, and I don't know. I mean, if you have any feedback for me, I feel like, and I know I say this every video, but I'm also not that into it since Poshmark changed up their whole game in 2022. My interest has gradually waned over the years, and now I'm just like, it's not like a regular job in the way of having to deal with people, but it's like a regular job in that some days I just don't want to do it. So yeah, that's what I've got, but I'm just going to keep on carrying on. I have some other tricks up my sleeve, but yeah, for now I'm still going to be Poshin'. And thanks for stopping by. Please give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. All right, bye. Longchamp bag. Longchamp, however you say that. This is a Longchamp bag.